CNN falsely claims black J6 pipe bomb suspect is a white man. We actually just thought this would be like the funniest story to lead with, because while he was claiming it, the man who looks very much like Steve Urkel was on screen. I'm not making up a joke. I mean, that's literally what everyone's saying. There's memes popping out where they said, "Did I do that?" And Jake Tapper apparently didn't bother to look or do any research before pulling an anchorman and just reading whatever they wrote in his teleprompter. So, welcome to America. I hope you find it humorous.
Is there any more actual development with the story about the
Yes, he's not white.
Well, there we go.
He's not
Can anybody remember which one has the MDMA in it?
Which bottle of drink?
Has the MDMA in it?
That's actually none of them, because we have no such thing here.
You're right. No, none of them do. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
You want a little pick me?
It's the but I would just say
I
don't
promise
drink,
I'm joking. I promise
don't
I'm
drink the
joking.
liquid death.
Well, that has probably something much worse in it.
Plastic.
When you posted that thing about, I know I picked
I
up.
don't even know what we're talking about. What's going
No,
on?
I was just kidding, holding it up because I was cross with him about Candace. But I saw that thing of where you cut it round and there's like a plastic bag inside,
Yeah.
and I know that obviously from boxes of wine at home. But I know that bitch does. Actually, I've never seen him drink out of a bottle at home. It's always a box, and the wine that he drinks is just called wine.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah. This doesn't just happen, you know.
I'm just, you know what? I can't. But let's go back to Jake Tapper.
You'll never see him. You'll never see him eat. It's the only explanation. No. So I was just kidding about the other thing. But this is when I saw you at. Let me just say something. Let me get it. Can I get it off my chest?
Yeah.
Can we just address it? Can we deal with it?
Okay.
The guy that went after Jack Dorsey, Jedi level.
Jack Dorsey.
The guy that went after this, Jedi level. I haven't loved this week, but I will say that this is like really cancerous and horrible, and the only reason I'm sipping it is because it's cold. But no, none of them have drugs in.
You want some Jedi shit right now? You want some deep force?
From you, I'll come up in about 6 weeks.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Have you seen With Nail and I?
Say that again?
Have you seen With Nail and I, the movie?
No.
There's that guy's like, when I dose you, you'll know you've been spiked, or something like that. I'm just like, I would never accept drugs from you in the nicest possible way, because I know that I can see, like, when you know when you look into someone's eyes and it's a bit glassy, and then you just see like eternity. There's just nothing there, and then if you like, sort of get a microscope and like, oh, that's what a fractal is. Like, that's not the guy to take drugs from, because you don't recover from.
Right. It's you have to trust yourself.
Whatever you would give anyone would like one shot any mortal.
It's unless they're already
like the
ready.
mushrooms are like, there's probably 4 of these mushrooms in existence, and they're all in his loft.
You know the term.
and you don't want to touch it. You don't even want to lick it. You don't want to be in the same room as it. You just be in the same room and think you're meeting Margaret Thatcher, you know? Like, no.
You're projecting. You wouldn't want to be, but that doesn't mean others wouldn't. There are lots of people that would want to be right up there next to me, just staying warm. But my question to you...
Staying warm.
The word drug comes from the term dried herb. It was a French word that means dried herb. Just a basic, because there's so many plants that'll,
Are you trying to rehabilitate the reputation of all the things that you take that you
I
shouldn't?
didn't need to know that.
drugs in general,
It's going to be there forever now.
Are you familiar with the concept? Are you familiar? So you know, like some
droge,
things can be like important but not urgent. Are you familiar with the concept of sort of like connected but not relevant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That pretty much describes Ian.
But that's what happens, you see, because the
So what do you want to talk about?
the problem is
the connected bit of your brain still works, so you can still shoot off and make like links between things. But the critical thinking, the higher executive brain functions are just fucking gone.
The problem, Milo, is if you become too relevant, you become a target.
I wasn't talking about influencers, babe. I was just talking about like your ability to think critically.
To seem irrelevant.
Is clearly destroyed.
Well, the weed has lowered my intelligence but raised my wisdom. For sure.
I know that
also, I don't want to be too famous, dude.
I know that you think that, but in fact, it is the worst drug on the planet. It is the worst thing in the world, because it saps people slowly and insidiously of their energy, their enthusiasm, their desire to achieve, their motivation, their
What are we talking
your
about?
general level.
I don't know.
On weed.
I think any drug does
we've
that.
floated off like
I'm
3
sorry,
different subjects
but
already.
on weed, you have no perception of what's happening, and in fact, most people think the opposite is happening, and it's not.
Okay, real quick. I take Vyvanse. I am so ADD, and I can't keep up right now.
Understand.
Like five ants is like I was not
mean,
ready for this conversation.
If no one's shocked, you can't keep up.
Are triggering the worst side of him. Stop.
I know it's the ultimate
Listen,
duo, dude.
I'm used to you not being able to keep up. Let's put it in the
Milo, tell me about your day. What do you want to talk about?
See, that was shady. That was shady.
What do you mean?
That was shady. I love you, but that was shady.
Why was that shady?
Because it was kind of like, okay, if you're going to do this again, then I'll just give you the show. you know it was shady. You know it was shady. Don't talk to, that's an insult to my intelligence. I'd like to talk about George. So, you of course have seen, so cheese is really, I don't know which one is.
That's not water.
Selection paralyzation.
No, but it's better than, never mind. George, we have a lot in common, at least at the surface.
Of course, yeah.
And I do have a great affection for you. I think
I love
you're
you too,
wonderful. And if I ever do need to, block out the sun, you're the first person I would call. But
You just call me a walking eclipse. Fuck you.
total eclipse. But there's a lovely ad. I think it's for chocolate, and she goes full moon, half moon, total eclipse. So we have some differences though, and something that surprises me about us is you're quite a centrist in many ways, aren't you? So I know that you're kind of moving away from politics anyway.
I'm practical.
Because it was bad for you.
Put me in prison.
Well, I think
yeah.
it's fair to say it was bad for you and bad to you.
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable to say that. But you're quite a centrist, which people never expect. Do you often get people sort of thinking, oh, so you're not like a Fuentes guy, you're not like a dissident, whatever, because you have that kind of personality ordinarily that would cleave to the margins, right? Because we're used to gays being, at the edges, blah, blah, blah. But you're just like incredibly fucking boring. Why is that?
Wow. Incredibly fucking boring. It's not that I'm boring. I'm just practical. I mean, I don't subscribe to the left or the right all the way, where they're meeting in the back with one another. So I'm just practical.
I think you've been
my point is, I think I can be Candace Owens and go batshit crazy. I can be.
No, I'm not.
Let me.
I'm not gonna.
Let me finish my line of thought. I can be Candace Owens.
Think of Troy.
I can be Candace Owens and go batshit crazy. I can be Nick Fuentes and be the most despicable human being on earth.
Okay, we agree on that one. Of those.
Okay, and then I can. There's so many other people, but
I
I'd rather just not be
your
that.
Twitter accounts have been quite. I did I notice on the way here one of your Twitter accounts, maybe not yours personally, it was like according to Nick Fuentes or per Nick Fuentes' commentary. That was quite disturbing. Have you changed
From us?
Yeah. Have you changed your view on him? Because it's quite. I mean, you're as a show, you're getting look. It's that was surprising to me that you're kind of getting like anti-Cantus pro Fuentes. That was unusual.
I don't see it that way.
I don't think I tweet anything like that.
Not you, but one of the
the news account or something.
Yeah.
That's up to them.
It's a news account and it's per Nick Fuentes. I mean, they're
No, but it was like a argumentative.
I mean, look, a broken clock's right twice a day. I mean, even the most vile
Speaking
clock.
of broken clocks, in his case, the L is silent because he's got a Lilliputian fishhook, which I've never. I mean, if you.
How many people get that reference?
Well, so
No one in Candace's audience, I'd imagine.
She has a book club. Do you? No, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to I really don't want to do this with you because I love you so much. But she's
wait. What's the problem with not having a book club?
Because he's implying she's like stupid and ignorant, and her audience is stupid and ignorant.
No, that's not what he was implying. He was implying they're Gen Z.
No, but does her? Well, that's not.
I think you missed the mark.
That's just wrong.
To be fair, he's been extremely complimentary about her intelligence.
I was giving.
She's very intelligent.
Right, fair enough.
She's just
Okay,
applying it in a complete wrong fashion.
I was giving the benefit of the doubt that he would know what her audience demographics are because they're not that.
No, I was saying her audience is stupid.
Yes, I know, but if their audience was stupid, why would she have like a riotously successful book club about reading, where people pay to read books alongside her?
What kind of people are in book clubs?
And it's about I don't. Okay.
It's a real question, by the way.
That's a real question. I don't know. What?
Well, the people who buy books are typically women. Yes, but about her audience.
I've never met a woman that was
let me phrase it
smarter than I.
Let me phrase it this way.
All of them.
Let me phrase it this way. Candace's audience, I don't think it would shock anybody to learn, and this is me speculation, it's not insider knowledge, but I know that I'm right, is skewing more female over time because of the way she tells stories and the subjects that she's interested in.
Fake stuff.
No,
fake,
not
sensational.
fake stuff.
Okay, sensational. Extremely sensational
I don't-
without any backing,
I think
without
it-
any proof.
I don't think it's
Opinions, me search, no real research.
I don't think it's disrespectful to say.
And I don't dislike Candace, by the way. And people are going to attack me for saying that, oh, George,
I
shut
don't-
the fuck up,
listen.
you went to prison. But that doesn't justify that what she's doing is crazy.
Well,
I'm
I don't-
actually,
frankly,
it's
I
kind
think
of,
she's very
I'm-
intelligent, and she's using her intelligence in the wrong way.
I'm of the view that somebody with your background is best placed to talk about whether somebody is being dishonest in public, actually. So I
Okay,
don't
great. I think she's
don't
being
discount you for that.
I think she's
You're
being
just wrong.
increasingly dishonest.
But
increasingly
look,
is an understatement.
I'm speculating here. I don't have insider knowledge, but I know that I'm right about this. Her audience is beginning to skew.
You don't know
And I
that you're
don't
right.
think- I know that.
Her audience does skew female. It's very female coded.
So is mine.
But it's not. But it's. But
So
it's
is mine. My like 63% of my
When I
audience
look-
on X alone is all women.
Having done 2 episodes with her and kind of, he will know that you can. There are signs and signals that you can kind of intuit and be mostly on the money from outside, and not you'd not be too far off if you've done something like this before. So. Women typically buy books. Men don't really read.
That's
Men don't
true.
really buy books. So I sold an enormous volume of books in 2017.
Milo, right?
And 4/5 of them were to women. And many of those purchases were going to the Sons or going to the Sons afterwards. But 4/5 of them were to women. And it wasn't to girls with Nazi boyfriends. It was to, let's say, MAGA moms or like older or midlife. So I don't think it's disrespectful to say about Candace Owens that there's a true crime dimension to the flavor, the style that
That's
she
absolutely
she
true.
does things, right?
Yes, that's
and
totally
women, and I don't know
And
if
they love it.
I don't know if you know this because you're married.
Drama.
But
That doesn't make what she's saying.
You don't know this
fact.
guy. I don't know if you've ever met a woman.
I was married to a woman before you even thought you were pretending to be straight.
Forgive me for having questions about what you claimed before you went away. So I just think that if you know women, you understand that they are like obsessed with serial killers and true crime. Of
course.
those are the big things.
Soap opera drama
Right.
where she talks about like how
Now,
she colors
that's-
up
stop it.
And that's
Stop it.
exactly how
Carly
she's building
said-
her podcast.
Carly
It's
said, I'm a time
it's like
traveler.
Every episode is a new soap opera.
That's it, but it is ludicrous in the extreme to say that when she says, Charlie said, I'm a time traveler, you know, and she knows, and I know, and you know that that's a metaphor.
Of course.
Right. So what's weird about it?
Nothing.
Point that I made
Is he
about
saying
that,
she's insightful and perceptive, and she seems to
I
be able to
believe-
tell what's
so-
coming
so let's-
because
So let me answer.
especially for a woman, and
I'll answer.
especially for a woman, she has a great pattern matching brain.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.